So, guys, in yesterday's session, we have discussed about what are the major things that we deal with the marketing CRM, right? We have seen we can create the different campaigns. A campaign may be of a form, or it's a social message, or it's a email, or it's a website, right? These are the different automation things that we can do, and all are the different types of campaigns. Okay, so yesterday's class I haven't shown you this image, guys, but this image will give you a easy understanding of like what are the different ways of doing the campaigning in a diagrammatic way. Okay, from the site you will be finding some advertisement kind of thing, some registrations link. That is nothing but the site search. And campaigns, it's again either it's a telemarketing, either it's a email, webinars. We have seen that is the campaigns, forms. We can individually send the pamphlets kind of things. Those will come as a forms. And social messages is something like that, Instagram posts or Facebook posts, WhatsApp sharing, all these things. Okay. Dynamic content in the sense of the content is same, but automatically it will change the name or email address of the users. But rest of the content is same, but the email address is going to be sent accordingly whenever we run some program. That we call it as a dynamic content. Some kind of automations and some kind of marketing searches or landing pages. These are the different ways that we can do the marketing. So, especially marketing is nothing but the promoting our products to reach to our leads. So, using this marketing, we are going to get the leads. Then today we are going to discuss about our sales stuff. Okay. So, let me show you one more thing. So, then today we are going to discuss about the Sales Cloud. So Sales Cloud is basically like once we are done with the Marketing Cloud, we will get the interested leads. Okay. Once the leads are available in our system, marketing team will follow up with the leads. Would you like to purchase our products? Leads are nothing but people who are attended or who are responded to our marketing campaigns. Okay. Then again, marketing team will follow up with them one more time saying that would you like to purchase any of our product? Okay. Then they will tell yes, we are interested. Whenever they said we are interested, they are going to convert that as the contact, account and opportunity. So let me just log in into the My Arc, but for the Sales Cloud, and then I'll come back to this image. Okay, I'm opening up the marketing CRM application. Okay, there are some marketing applications. They promote some kind of campaigns. Okay, I have a Salesforce program campaign and I have promoted so many things. Then from my campaign, what is my main goal is I need to collect some leads. So I'm going to call them as the campaign members. Okay. My leads are contacts. It's something like that. Whenever we are planning for the campaign, already if we do campaigns previously and some customers or part are already there for us, then in case of any new product campaigns, automatically we will include those customers also. That is nothing but adding up the contacts. So add contacts is something like that. Already if you have any existing contacts, then you are going to add those contacts. This is nothing but you are promoting your product to some of your already existing partners. Okay. And then add leads are nothing but people who are showing interest. Okay. Lead is nothing but any person who are interested to see. So I don't see any existing leads. Maybe we haven't created any leads yet. Okay. Already there are leads. You can go to the campaign, Salesforce programs. I can click on leads. I can search for there's no lead with which have test in their names. So let me just open up. Okay, one of my lead name is Jeff Glimpse. So I can add leads to this particular campaign. Okay, Jeff Glimpse. Okay, I got a lead part of this campaign. Okay, and member status is sent and response. Responded is something like that. After the campaign is done, we got response from him, that is he shown interest to our product. So these responded leads are the ones we will convert into the contact, account and opportunity. So basically what marketing people will do is they will just prepare the campaigns and they will note down how many leads they generated as part of this campaign. Okay. So we call it as a campaign members. So whenever you heard the name of campaign members, they are nothing but the combination of leads and contacts. They are participated in that particular campaigns. Okay. So when you click on view all, you can see these are the all campaign members. Generally in the previous page, hardly you will be seeing 5 records. After that, most of the times you will get view all link only. So in case if it has 10 records also, here you can see the number of records, how many records you have. So whenever you would like to see all the records, then we have to click on view all link. Okay. So mainly marketing program guys, you need to understand what is the marketing process and what are the different ways of doing marketing. And in Salesforce, what are the main objects that we use in the marketing management? One is the campaign hierarchy, campaign members. Campaign members are nothing but the leads and contacts. Again, what is lead? What is contact? Lead is the person which we are sending our promotions. Okay. And then leads has two statuses. One is we are sending our promotions, and another status of a lead is it's the same lead if he is responded. Okay. Any lead is responded. That means that lead is eligible to become the contact in our system because they shown interest to purchase our products. Okay. Contacts are nothing but the converted leads which they shown interest to purchase our products or they already purchased our any of our previous products. Those are nothing but the contacts. Then immediately in the interviews, they will ask you a question saying that how can you convert a lead to, how can a lead gets converted as a contact. Okay. For that, guys, we always use the lead conversion process. So from the marketing campaign, initially we will send the campaign information to a particular lead. After that, as soon as he responded right, what we will do is we update the status to, okay, this is the lead, right? We update the status to responded. Okay, so I can go to the campaigns. I'm going to that particular campaign members. So there is an option of manage campaign members, and import leads and contacts is something like that. Whenever you would like to import 100 records, okay, that is the time we will use the import leads and contacts. Okay, and then send list email is nothing but if we would like to send an email to all these campaign members, then we can use this send list email button. And manage campaign members is something like that. When you click on the manage campaign members, here this is the place. Here they can import the data into, sorry, this is import campaign members. So whenever we would like to make it as a respond, we can make it as a responded and click on save. And the other button which I'm telling you is the manage campaign members. When I click on the manage campaign members, so when I click on the campaign members information, right? This is the place it is taking you. Create the new records, or if you would like to update any existing records, then you can select these two operations. This is kind of, for example, add new record. Okay. So through the CSV files, okay, Excel files, which we are going to store it as a CSV. So if we want to upload any CSV files, then we can drag that file here and we can click on next. Then automatically those members will get updated into as your campaign members. Okay. So directly, if you want to create the campaign members directly, that is the case. This is how this I'll be discussing with you more on how to do these campaign members upload when I'm discussing this we call it as a data import, guys. Whenever at the end point we are calling it as a data import, we will discuss about the data import wizard and data loader in our next classes. That time I'll explain you more clear about this. But now we are learning about the basic application and its major objects, right? So for the campaign application, sorry, for the marketing CRM applications, campaign hierarchy, campaign members, leads and contacts are the major ones. Okay. After that, once as soon as the lead shown the interest on any product, then the next important thing that we need to remember is the lead conversion process. So as soon as lead is ready to purchase our product, what we will do is, let me go back. Okay. We'll go to that particular lead. Okay. Marketing team will go to that particular lead. So this is open, non-contacted. Basically, after that, we can update the status as working contacted. Are they closed, not converted? Are closed, converted? These are the different statuses that a lead can be. That means initially, whenever we are just getting information from somewhere and then we contacted them, that is nothing but open leads. We just uploaded to contact them. Okay, that means open, non-contacted. We have leads. It might happen in a different way also, guys. It's not always some leads that that you will get the information that, for example, if I go to any shopping mall, right? Generally I fill some coupons. That is also one kind of strategy to get the leads information, guys. Shopping mall, shopping mall management, what they will tell us, there is a lucky draw, guys, please write your name, email, because email is the major thing to do any advertisements, right? So name, email, and phone numbers. Basically, these are the three things they ask us to fill as part of the lucky draw coupons. And basically, in backend, what happens is they capture all our information in the form in the database or somewhere, and they will sell our information to some of the marketing companies. This is how our information will go to the different marketing companies. Okay. And as soon as they get that information, right, they will create the leads and they will make it as a open, not contacted. That means they just get the leads information. And then what they will do is they will start work on one by one. Generally, we will get the phone call saying that we have some open plots and some venture is launching somewhere, right? That is something like they purchase the data from some third party systems and then they'll start contacting. That is the time this is working contacted. Okay. And then there is a two things, closed, not converted, and converted. So this is the two important things. Once they reached us, right, we will tell them, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to take any loans or any credit cards. That is the reply we will give to them, right? Or else I don't want to purchase any plots, right? I don't want to invest on your things, or I don't want to take insurance policies. Generally, these are the different calls that we will get from anonymous numbers always, right? So whenever we said we are not interested, they are going to make it as a closed, not converted. Okay. Sometimes what happens is actually we are looking to purchase some flats. Okay. And somehow somebody contacted us, okay, saying that there is so and so plot, we have open plots and we have this much discounts also, would you like to come and check? Then what we will say, yes, I'm interested, actually I'm looking for it, I would like to know more details and more products which are available. So that is the point of time, we are not going to purchase anything. Okay, then that is the point of time they are going to convert it. Okay, there are two scenarios, guys. If the product is related to just normal a practical usage product, for example, I am promoting okay, I'll explain you that later. So this is the some scenario. Converted is in the sense of they are they are they would like to know more details about my product. Okay. So closed, not converted, or closed, converted. I'm going to make mark as closed, not converted. Jeff Glimpse is not interested to purchase the product. Okay. So closed, not converted, that is the end of the lead process, guys. Okay. This lead is not interested to purchase campaign. products which are selling on particular campaigns. Okay, this is one. No, if I take any other lead, Phyllis Cotton, there is an option of, again, initially it is not contacted, then I contacted him. This time, okay, I am going to convert. I would like to convert. Okay, so he's showing the interest to me. When I say current status is converted, select converted status, then this is going to launch the lead conversion process. Okay, whenever you are going to select a lead, there are the two things. Create account. Okay, this is the contact and this is the opportunity. Okay, and if you keenly observe here, guys, just observe the screen very keenly because there is a very important question in this screen. Okay, important interview question. Most of the times, 90% of the interviews, they will ask you this question. Okay, so while converting the leads, always will you create the new account, or is there any chance that you can associate this lead to any existing account? Okay, the answer is yes. Either you can create the new account, okay, or you can search any of the existing account which you feel this is suitable for that particular account. For example, account I can say, guys, okay, BNB IT Services is the company, right? Let us assume I have 10 member staff. Okay. Initially, when I promoted one of the course, there is one of the person is interested to become one of our staff. So already while converting that existing person, we had created BNB IT services company, and then that contact is, we make it as a the 10 members as the staff members. Okay, contacts. Again, I would like to take up new staff. Okay, then that time I just promoted, I just did a campaign saying that so there is a BNB IT services and they are looking for the staff. Okay, there will be so many people will show the interest, right? Then through the interview process or something else, we will take one staff. So that point of time, we are going to capture all the members which we did interviews, okay, as part of our leads, and then who are accepted and who are rejected. And then finally, I'm going to convert that accepted person as the contact, right, under BNB IT services account. So this time, whenever I'm converting the lead to contact, it will ask me, would you like to create new account? This lead is for BNB IT services. Would you like to create new? Obviously, no. Already I'm doing business with the BNB IT services. So already I have a current customer. So I don't need to create the new account. I just need to select the existing account. So I'll just select it. Okay. There's no accounts with the name of test. Let me check what we have. Okay. Already there is a BNB IT services account. So let me check that account. Okay. So whatever the lead I am converting, which should be existing account contact. So I'm going to select existing account. And then second thing is, would you like to create the new contact for this lead, or would you like to choose an existing contacts? So basically, if we have already a contact, so previously a contact, they have purchased some other product from us, then we will choose the existing contact. Or if it's the new person, completely new person for the BNB IT services, then we will create the new contact. And then coming to the opportunity. So at the time of lead conversion, guys, selecting the account and contact is always mandatory. Without selecting the account and contact, you cannot proceed with you cannot convert a lead. Okay. But opportunity is the optional one. Okay. Don't create an opportunity upon conversion. Okay. There is a checkbox. But for that account and contact, you don't find this checkbox. That means while converting the lead, selecting the account or selecting the contact is mandatory ones. But opportunity is optional one. I can explain you why opportunity is optional one here. Okay. I told you, right? I am the lead. As soon as I said I have interest to purchase our product, I haven't purchased your product yet. I might purchase now or I might purchase after some time. I just said, okay, I would like to listen more about your product. I would like to learn more about, know more about your product. Okay. That is one use case, guys. Okay. Whenever we have such use case, they are interested, but they are not going to purchase right now itself. Okay. That is the case. We will not create any opportunity. Um, I can give you best example as I would like to purchase a plot, guys. So some company called to me and they were asking me, otherwise I would like to take some loans. Some bank is called to me and they were asking me, do you have any plans in future, madam? Then I tell, okay, right now I don't have any requirements, but after 2 months it seems there is a requirement, I'll contact you. Okay, as soon as you tell that one, they will not create opportunity for you, but they will create a contact and account for you. Okay, and they will contact you in after 2 months when they do the campaign on same product. So that is nothing but the contact. They don't have opportunity right now. You are not going to take any loan or you are not going to purchase any plots right now. But future, there is an opportunity that you are looking to purchase a plot or you are looking to take a loan. Okay. In such cases, they will not create opportunities. Okay. They will check this checkbox and click on convert button. And at what cases then they'll create the opportunity. If you tell, yes, I would like to purchase your product. Yes, I am interested. I would like to see your plots. That is the case. Okay. They'll create the opportunity. So right now I am not creating the opportunity, guys. Clicking on convert. Okay. It has created account and contacts. Okay. So under this BNB IT services, this is the contact which is created and till now it doesn't have any opportunity. Okay. So while converting the lead process, creation of the opportunity is optional. So without creating the opportunity also, you can convert a lead. When you convert a lead, it will create account and it creates contact. Account and contact creation is mandatory. Either it can be the new or they can be the associating to the existing account. But selection of the account and contact is mandatory. Okay. It will not, there is no harm even though opportunity is not the mandatory one. That is something. So don't, in the interviews, they will specifically ask you guys, are you sure Will it convert the lead? Are you sure? Without opportunity, is it possible? They'll stress you like anything. But you have to confidently tell, yes, it's possible. Okay. That's the major important thing, guys. Now, if I go to the leads, guys, I can't see. And one more question they will ask you is something like that. Can I see my converted leads? Okay. This is also a very important interview question. Can I see my converted leads under leads? Okay. Right now, Peelys Cotton is the one. I have converted this lead. If you come to the leads, you'll not find that person, guys. That means once your lead is converted, you cannot see those leads from the leads table. Okay. But you can see the leads in the reports. So you can print some reports on saying that how many leads are converted on this month. Okay, how many leads are created and how many leads are converted. Like that, you can prepare some reports. But basically, once the converted leads will not be available under the leads tab, because as soon as you convert the lead, then it will create a contact record. That means a lead becomes a contact now. That's the reason you can't see the same information under the leads. You can see that information under the contact. So here, if you search with Peelys Cotton, this is the contact. And whatever the top which I am searching, guys, this we call it as a global search. So if you want to search anything with the keyword, then we use this global search. So now I would like to search a contact, Peelys. Then I'm going to use it. Okay. Basically, for example, if you would like to check, is there any user present in your org with this name? Then you can search. So it will just display the results here. So this we just call it as a global search. We will utilize this to check whether any records are available with the given keyword. Okay. That's all majorly about the marketing cloud, guys. Lead conversion with the conversion of the leads, marketing cloud ends. So as soon as BNB IT services starts and it has the contact, okay, and it don't have the opportunities, okay. With this thing, even Sales Cloud is not going to do anything because it has account and it has contact. Then again, as part of the next campaign, they will do the campaigns. Okay. As part of the other campaign, let us assume Jeff Glimpse is the person who is the one. So this time we want to convert this lead. Okay. This has shown the interest. Okay. So I'm going to convert this lead also under the BNB IT services. Would like to create a new contact. And then this time I would like to create an opportunity. I'm going to click on convert. So this time 3 records gets created or updated. So BNB IT services is the one under which contact and opportunity. Okay. If I open up the account, now I can see 2 contacts for this account and 1 opportunity. So as soon as the opportunity gets created, this is the time sales team entering into the process. So from here, sales team will take you to the all next steps. Marketing team will never work with the opportunities, guys. They'll just create the opportunities, okay, by converting the leads. That's it. None of the company marketing team is going to work with the opportunity object. They can just, then you might have one more question. In that case, why marketing applications have this opportunities tab? Okay, they can just use this tab to report how many opportunities are created as part of campaign. That's it. That's their job. Apart from that, nothing they are going to do. They're not involved in working on this opportunity. They will just generate the opportunities, create the contacts. That's it. Okay. And is there any other things regarding the marketing you need to know, guys? It's campaigns, leads, contacts, and opportunities. Yeah, one more important thing I would like to tell you is whenever we are looking on the leads, right, we are seeing these stages like status, right? Open, not contacted, and working contacted, closed, not contacted, and converted. Okay. So these are the four values. But as part of my business process, I don't like these four values. Open, not contacted, working contacted. I would like to change these. Out of these four values, I would like to introduce one more stage also. Okay. Like new and then open, not contacted, working contacted, closed contacted. I would like to introduce another status also here. Then how can we do that? That is possible through the lead process. Okay. This is also your important question, guys. How to manage lead statuses? They will ask you like that. If I would like to manage lead statuses, how to manage the lead statuses? Whatever the four status of the leads that you are seeing, open non-contacted, working contacted, rejected is non-converted, right? Yes, closed to non-converted, converted. These are the four default stages. Okay. Apart from that, if I would like to customize that statuses into our own values, how can you do that? Then lead process is the option, guys. We can create a lead process and we can make it as our own name. B and B. So this is the one. I'm going to click on save. Okay. I can see it has only four values. You can take off one thing, but my requirement is not that thing. My requirement is I would like to add new stage. So in such cases, it's not displaying anything here. List value sets. One second, guys. Okay. This is our lead status field. Okay. Right now it has four things: open, not contacted, working contacted, closed converted, and closed not converted, right? Now I am going to add the new field. Okay. This is the new, and I have created a lead process, right? My own lead process, B&B lead process. So I can add this to B&B lead process. Okay. New. Okay, let me add one more thing. Processing value also. I'm just giving some test values, guys, but in your projects, they will ask you. Okay. So I'm going to add this as a this thing. Okay. We have given the different leads. So right now, these are the 6 values which we have. Okay. So out of 6 values, for the BNB IT services, lead process starts the BNB. If the lead process is BNB IT services, then we are going to use only 5 values. Rest all cases, we are going to display 4 values. So what I'll do is, now I'll go to the setup and I need to go to the lead process. So for the marketing applications, we are going to manage the lead process. Okay, going to click on edit. Okay. Sorry, I'm clicking on the cancel. I'm going to click on that particular lead process, and here I'm just taking off processing because I would like to see only 5 values. And also I would like to see my, yeah, these are the 5 values: new, closed, converted, open, open, contacted. And the default value which is going to be new. As soon as any lead is created using this lead process, we are going to make the default value as new. Okay. Okay. So now if I open up, then how do we get to know which lead? Let us assume, let me create another lead process also. Okay. This is BNB lead process. Okay. And the next time you can create something XYZ company. Okay. And make sure, guys, today's assignment is going to be on the lead process. So observe it clearly. And in case if you are not able to understand, please stop me. I'll explain one more time. Okay. As part of the other thing, I'm going to make it as a all 6 values, and I'm going to make new as the default one. Okay. Right now, I have 2 lead processes, B&B lead process and XYZ company lead process. Okay. 2 lead process. So my requirement is something like that. Whenever a system administrator logs in, I would like to see all the statuses which are present in BNB lead process. That is 5 statuses. When I log in as the Salesforce platform user, so we have 2 users, right? In our previous classes, we have created 2 users. Okay. So let me just open up that users in a separate tab. Okay, so we have 2 users. One is the system administrator user and another one is the standard platform user. Okay, so my requirement is when I log in as system administrator user and open up the lead record, I need to see 5 leads. And when I log in as standard platform user, okay, and then I when I open up the lead record, I would like to see 6 statuses on the lead. How that can be achievable is, guys, that is achievable using record types concept. Okay. So in the object manager, if I open up the lead object, okay, there is a concept of record types. Right now I have created 2 lead processes. And my requirement is when I log in as one profile user, I would like to see the one lead one. And when I would like to see the second, then I would like to see the second lead processes. How that can be manageable? How can I assign different lead processes when for the different users? That is possible with the record types concept, guys. So whenever you create a record type for any object, so what is the major use of record type? This is the major use of record type, guys, in Salesforce. In the object manager, we have seen what is fields, right? Fields and relationships. These are nothing but the columns. And now we are learning about the record types. Okay. Whenever you would like to control the whenever you would like to display different set of values to different profiles or different members, that is the time we will go with the record types. Okay, so here also we are going to create 2 record types. One is the B and B. So whenever you are creating the record type, this is the place this is asking you the what is the lead process that you would like to follow for this record type. Okay, so I would like to follow B and B lead process. Okay, and the other one which is asking you, okay, what are the different profiles that you would like to give access to this record type? Okay, so I would like to give access to this record type only system administrator. System administrator profile only should have access to this record type. Okay. Then click on, I'm going to click on next. So what kind of page layout would you like to assign to profiles? Okay, you can just right now take the different layout. Okay, rest of the classes I will explain you the. So page layout is nothing but whatever the pages, record pages that you are seeing, right? That is configured under the page layout. That we will see later. Okay, so let's take a default layout, lead layout, and click on save and new. Okay, then again we are going to create another record type with name of XYZ. Okay, and the lead process that we are going to give is the XYZ company, and which is also active lead process, which should be active lead process, and this should be assigned to our platform user, standard platform user profile. Click on next. So which page layout? Make it as a lead layout. Click on save. Okay. Now what will I do is I'll just see how my lead status bar will display for the system admin profile user as well as my other user, Salesforce platform user. Okay. So as you know, right? Right now, I am the system admin profile user only. My BNB IT services is system admin profile user, right? So let me open the lead record now. Okay, this is my one of the lead record. Let me just refresh the page. See, I can see this, right? I can see the all processing and new. I'm seeing uh, 6 values. Okay. So if I go to my BNB IT services, user detail, I'm the system administrator profile. Okay. I'm going to click on my profile. Okay. I have expected to display only 5 values, guys, as per my lead management process and as per my record type, BNB record type, it should display me only 5 values, but it is displaying me 6 values right now. So I would like to see what is configured in my profile. Okay. So I went to system administrator profile. Then it will display the screen like this. Then you will be seeing here page layouts. Here you can search for Control F, record type, because we know record type is the one which controls, right? So here record type settings. Okay. So here I can see my lead object here. Okay. For my lead object, I'm going to click on view assignment link here. Okay. So on the top, you will be seeing the different record types, master record type, BNB record type, XYZ record type. Okay. So whatever the lead record which is created, these all records, whatever I am viewing right previously. Sorry. I'll open up that lead record one more time. Basically, this we call it as a page layout assignment, guys. So when we try to create the record type, and that time we have seen it was showing 4 page layouts, right? Okay, and we selected lead layout. Okay, so that is something like that. Page layouts are nothing but dif- displaying different information to the different users. So whenever you have different page layouts, what we will do is we will create a different record type. Okay, so that we can assign like so and so particular user, we will display up different page layouts. It's something like that. If it's different only the okay, let me just go ahead open up any one of the page layout, guys, so that it will be easier for you. So the concept of page layouts, record types, these two are something like that. Whenever you would like to display different information depending on the logged in user, then we are going to use our page layouts and record types concept. It's something like that. Then why two concepts? Page layouts are nothing but, for example, so this is like whenever you are logged into the system, you would like to see lead owner, name, company, primary. Okay. You don't want to see any phone, mobile, fax information. Okay. But you would like to see all other information as your platform user. In that case, we will create two page layout. In one page layout, we will have all these values, and in another page layout, we will have without phone information. Okay. Otherwise, let's see. This is this is lead marketing layout, guys. Okay. If you see the page layouts of lead marketing, there is a lead information, address information, system information, okay, like this. And if we go to the lead sales layout, okay, so in the lead sales layout, you can see the campaign history is the extra, okay. But if you open up the lead marketing layout, okay, on the lead marketing layout, still you have the campaign history. And what is the major difference? Buttons. Let me open up side by side. Then we can compare easily. Okay. This is the lead marketing layout. The other one which I'm going to open is the lead sales layout. Okay. So first we will compare highlights panel. Okay. The first one is highlights panel. So nothing is there in both the layouts. Second one is all these buttons, new case, new note, new event, link, poll, questions, email. Okay. New case, new note, new event, link, poll, question, email. Okay. Log a call. So quick actions is also almost same. We will get all these things, guys. What is highlight panel? What is quick actions? All these in the later classes. Okay. And then we will just see the lightning experience actions. Okay. It's almost same. Get survey invitation, start conversations. Okay, it seems almost all same, guys, but in case if it's almost all same, it's not required to create a different layouts. Okay, basically we will create there might be a small difference, but I'm not able to see right now. It seems same for me, both layouts. I can see additional information here, and I can see additional information, but the difference is there are different in additional information, guys. Here in the additional information, I can see product interest, number of locations, current generators. Okay. Whereas in the marketing, the additional information is more fields, annual revenue, number of locations, number of employees. Okay. This is the difference. Additional information section has some differences. When I log in as the marketing user, I would like to see this one. And when I log in as some other users, in the additional information, I would like to see only three fields. Okay. In this scenario, we will create different page layouts. Okay. This is controlling the fields. Whenever you want to see only certain number of fields as login as one profile user, then page layouts is enough, guys. No need to create the record types. Okay. If you see where is the assignment? layout. Okay, if I see, so like that, if you verify these four layouts, you will be seeing some minor changes on each and every layout, like how we have seen in the additional information, right? So if you go of the page layout assignments, okay. So this is the one master record type is the default record type. If you don't create any record types, the default is the master record type. Okay. So for the marketing profile users, okay, if the profile is marketing profile, that means whenever you created as a marketing license, then for the marketing profile, they are going to assign that particular layout. That means when marketing profile users logged in, they will see three fields on that additional information. Okay. For all other profile users like system administrator, our profile is system administrator, right? For the system administrator profile, we are going to see the lead layout. That means all the six fields in the additional information. That means whenever you would like to see different information on different different profile users, then we will create the page layouts. So page layouts is fine and enough. Then what about the record types? Okay. Record type is something like that. Whenever you would like to see a different pick list values. Okay. So, for example, BNB IT services, when I log in as sorry, for example, when I log in as system administrator, right now for the status, I have six, okay, six values, right? For the status, I have six values. Out of six, I would like to see only five values when I log in as the system administrator. Record type pick list values I would like to control. Whatever the drop down values which are displaying under the fields, I would like to control depending on the logged in user. In such cases, we will create the record types. Okay. So I'm going to create a BNB IT services record type, and this is the one. Here it has the lead source, not lead source. Okay, this is the record type. And if I go to the lead process of this record type, this is having five values. Okay, this already we discussed. So now I am going to open up one of my existing lead. I'm going to the leads. My profile is system administrator. Okay. But still I am seeing six values. Why? Because guys, this lead record type is the master record type. This is not the lead which I have created after my record types are there, right? So I'm going to create the new lead. Okay. Mr. B and B services. So if you see it here, it is displaying only five values. Okay, because your profile is associated to the lead BNB IT services lead process, right? So I'm going to make it as a new and click on save. Now you can see five statuses only, right? Open contacted, working contacted, or closed not converted, new. I don't like new here. Basically, new should be always a starting status, right? It should not be something like that. all other statuses is crossed and now it is new. That is not looking good, right? That is not the correct process. So what I'll do, this is, I'll go to the lead process, which is assigned to me. Okay. And then I'll click on this lead process and I'm going to, this is the only way, guys. You have to take off all existing things. Then you have to add one by one. So it's new. And after that, it should be open contacted. Remove. It's closed converted. Sorry. Remove. It's closed converted. Closed not converted. Basically, guys, this should display in the order. I'll check it out and I'll tell you what I was doing wrong in today's class. Basically, it should display on the order which I'm selecting it. Okay. But in tomorrow's class, I'll show you what was going on and why it was behaving like this. Okay. Because today it's already too late. I have taken 10 minutes extra class. Okay, so what you have to do as part of the today's assignment is, as I told you, create two lead processes and create two record types and try to, to create the lead processes, you have to go to setup and search for the lead process and click on the lead processes, and here you can create the lead processes. Okay. Before creating the lead okay, let me write down somewhere so it will be easier for you to understand. Let me open up a notepad. Okay. So as part of the today's assignment, you need to do is you need to add two values, new and processing to lead status pick list. Okay. Lead status, I'll not say pick list also, field. Okay. Add two new values. Add two values, new, comma, processing to lead status field. Okay. This is your first thing that you need to do. And then second thing, okay. Second thing is create two lead processes. Okay. Create two lead processes. And then create two record types by assigning above lead processes. Okay. And then fourth thing you need to do is create two new, and another thing is above lead process, and assign first record type to system admin profile, and second record type to Salesforce platform user profile. Okay. And then fourth thing you have to do is create two leads, create one lead, one new lead record by logging as system admin. And the next thing is create another create one more new lead record by login as Salesforce platform user. Okay, guys, you can perform these 5 actions. Okay. And tomorrow I will verify each and everyone's assignment. This is very important, guys. Record types and page layouts are the confusing concept, and you will have lot of interview questions on this lead process, record types, page layout. So at least you will get a little bit of hands-on knowledge. Okay. If you are very clear with the record types, page layout, lead process assignment, you can easily clear 2 or 3 interview questions on marketing cloud, guys. That I am sure. So try to complete this hands-on experience. Okay. If you face any issues, please stop me, and I am going to verify tomorrow, guys. Okay. Thank you. So let me stop recording.